Let's go.
Oh, we're live with audio?
We're couch casting, man.
Oh my gosh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're vibing. So we're waiting for this game to end so that we can cast our game. But no one's casting this game. So we were like, you know what? Let's hang out. Let's do it.
Dude, I don't know.
We see a Risa Hog on circuit. I'm assuming a Sig got banned here. That's the only assumption I can make.
Dude, it has to be. This. Okay, Dragon's out early. Bull about to come out. I can feel it. Never mind. Yep.
Yeah, it looks like a trade too. You saw a couple go down. You see multiple go down actually. And now, yeah, there's the Freya's dead. Baptiste is trying to help out the Orisa and maybe make a play, but it seems like they're just gonna back up and try to reset this one. And you see a swap
This is
Farah.
the weirdest lineup ever.
There,
he's getting hooked.
I don't know what the bans were. There were some bans here that helped with the banning. I don't know. Like, we don't know. We jumped in and this is what we're watching. But it seems like red team, we don't even know the team names. I'm just vibing over here. But this Freya Jojo going crazy. Got two.
You're three. That's so lucky.
That three. That's three. That could be the push that they need to actually cap off this second point, because they are looking a little bit behind. We're gonna see Nano come out. They're putting a lot of trust in this Sojourn. A lot of trust in this Sojourn. They're gonna get one. Can we see more? You're gonna see a Risa ult pop up, but no, they're gonna go down to the Baptiste, and I'm thinking that's the end of this fight. They got a little bit of reinforcements. Oh, ooh, ooh.
Man, we got.
Oh, we got booted.
I couldn't really tell. It kept going. We kept like phasing through the ground. I was like, something is gonna fall. Well,
gotta love
they had the one. They potentially won the fight there. I didn't see how much time was left, so I can't be like if I have more fights left. But Freya Farah with Mercy Bap. I mean, if it's gonna work, it's gonna work. That's definitely different. Never heard of that before.
Hey, we vibe, but just know our game's coming up here shortly. Should be a lot of fun. We were trying to couch cast until they got in, but you know, Overwatch said no. You're not allowed.
No.
right, we got some Overwatch. Let's do it. Watch Over Palestine here on the BPL2 channel. And before we get started, we have to thank IPI on that latest donation that took us right to the goal, baby.
Thank you, IPI. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Beautiful. We love it. We love to see it. Hey, welcome everyone to BPL2. We are here for the last couple of games of day one in our Swiss rounds. I know you're excited. I'm excited, but I'm not alone. No. Of course, my name's Davion. For everyone who doesn't know me, I will be your play-by-play caster today. And with me is
Albert, or Relevant. Call me Relevant. Albert, I don't really care. I go by whatever.
Yes, and we are excited. I'm excited for some good Overwatch. It seems like there's been some good games going on today. So this should be a fun time to go with it and end the day off on a high note.
I'm ready. I mean, this is, of course, not the last match, a Swiss match, but it's Swiss match 1 to our Swiss matches 2 tomorrow, then playoffs Sunday. So, I mean, these maps don't take long, but you definitely want to start off on the right foot to get a better spot in playoffs.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's Swiss, so you got to win to stay in. That's just how it works. However, we are doing best of 3s, so it's first to 2 wins. If you guys didn't know that, I don't remember the exact. I think it's voted on map order. Whenever if you lose, you can pick whichever map order. If I'm not mistaken, I could be very wrong, but you know, here we are. We'll go with the maps as we see them.
We'll figure it out.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But you guys can see a little bit of the map pool. It was voted on, and of course by donation polls. So Circuit, I believe Root for those, and then wow, dude, they really love Ilios over here. Dude, can we acknowledge? Wait, Paraiso got 175. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see that. That's insane. They didn't care about Escort.
People literally voted for that just because everyone hates that map, 100%. And I know for a fact no one's picking that map.
Midtown, Numbani, and Paraiso. I can't believe those are the top 3. That's insane.
Yeah,
that's crazy. What a time to be alive. But we have 2. That's insane.
Of course,
Wolverino. Of course it was. It was Wolverino. That makes so much sense. But this is the top donors. Seriously, thank you to everyone that's donated. I mean, it's going to a great cause. Of course, with the Watch Over Palestine. It is going to the UNRWA, who offers humanitarian support in the form of healthcare, food, water, and education to the Palestine refugees, including those in the West Bank. They also stand ready to support Gaza at the lift of the blockade. So we are hoping that we can get some relief for them and everything goes there. But I mean, over $2,000 already donated. I mean, we can keep crushing this goal. Goal is met, but that doesn't mean we stop there, guys. So please, if you have the opportunity to take time and do some research on it, but also not only that, if you are financially able, please help it by donating. It's really a really good cause. We care a lot about them here. So, all right. With that being said, Mons versus Palestine's Greg and the Unks should be a fun one.
I like Greg's name. I like their name a lot. I don't know why. It's just really funny, and it's super creative logo, which is literally just a cat with the Santa hat. I don't know.
Hey, can't be mad about it.
No,
it's a good one.
Mons Palestine. I mean, they have 2 Pokemon. They got Yveltal, Piplup. I mean, you got Water, you got Dark, you got a Electric type. I mean, I'm ready for that. We have a bunch of flex people. I mean, look at Greg Unks. They have 3 flex. On the other side is 2, and it's a bit even. 2 DPS, tank, 2 support. 1 DPS, a tank, 2 support. So, of course, I don't know what the ranges are. I don't know what the SR is in this. So I'm not entirely sure where to, who's the top dog here for these teams, because I don't know any of these names. But I guess we'll find out after the first map. Hopefully everyone is on their A game. No one should have pressure on them. It's all for fun. I mean, of course, you still want to win. Who doesn't want to win? That's the whole point of this.
Of course.
So, but I'm ready to see who's the top guy.
At the end of the day, we're doing this for a bigger cause, right? This is all for these funds and everything to do just this big tournament for this donation purpose. So please, they're here to have fun, enjoy themselves, but also not only put on a good show, but do it for a good cause. So that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And we should have a good one. I mean, these are some fun. I like how it's Mons for Palestine. So they had 2 Pokemon on the team. I thought that was clever.
When I first read it, I read it as Mons as in money for Palestine. That's how I first thought. And then, then I noticed the Pokemon. I was like, that also makes sense. It
could be a double entendre. Who knows?
Could be double entendre. They might be creative artists. You never know.
Yeah, you got some creative people over there. But I'm excited for this game. This should be a fun one. I wonder do we have a first map yet? That's the real question.
I think they're voting. I think the first map.
They're still in the process.
I think they're gonna pick out of whatever.
Because there was the 3 map types. So it was escort, control, hybrid. So I'm curious to know if they how they're going about that and what the order in which they're going for it. So should be good.
I'm gonna assume they're going control because that's like standard everywhere. Is the first time's always control, and then after you pick what you want to go next. So I assume it'd be control. I'm already gonna guess.
I could see control being third too, though. So for like tie purposes, I guess. I don't know.
I guess. I was ready to see who people play because if they run control first, as a Lucio main, I'm going to secretly judge you. It's not biased. It's just straight up. You play Lucio. I want to see how you play.
What are you gonna do when Lucio's banned, huh?
Dude, oh my god. I was playing the BPL like over the summer. A game, Lucio gets banned on Ilios. I'm like, I'm cooked. I have no other. I'm not played. I don't have any other hero to pick from. What do you mean, like, coach? I was like, take me out. Get me out of here. Just take me out. It was great. So if it gets banned, I feel for all the Lucio mains out there. It happens. But yeah, like I said, I'm just ready to see who's the top guys who's actually playing. Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 people per. Yeah, it's 7. So clearly you have staff, right? And then you maybe have a coach potentially. So
yeah, I mean, and then you put them on just in case you need people. And there might be some ringers as well. Which is also valid. So like everyone that's on our list might not be actually the people in game, as you know, people can't make certain games based off times. You know, we do have lives. People do be working and having to go to school and all the fun things that go with that. So hopefully it's nothing too crazy, but we shall see when the game pops up. I'm excited to see how this one does turn out. I do feel like I remember in the past I want to say I've seen Piplup play, whether that be here or in another league. Definitely have seen them before. That looks like a very familiar name. I feel like I would remember all the Pokemon, right?
Ashley looks very familiar. I'm seeing Control Room. We have things. Mons have gave the map pick to Greg or to Unks. I'm calling them Unks. So Mons have given it to Unks, and basically Mons get first ban. So Greg, they'll pick map, and then they'll get first. The other team gets first ban, vice versa. And so active players right now, we have for the Mons is Piplup, Yveltal, Biba Fuel. I'm not calling out the entire thing because that's too much words. And it says Solar S, and that is a filler. So they have a
Soul is
filler.
A ringer.
Yeah, they have a ringer. The other side, I see Amp 8, who they have. Galardia. Galardia. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a flex player.
Orice Hunter.
Orias. Okay, and then Ren is. Oh yeah, so all of them are players. So it looks like we're just missing one person from that team. They're trying to get everybody in the lobby still. However, we did get a pick. We do see Runasapi is selected for map 1. We're gonna get some push action. Should be fun. Okay, that's a first. I've never seen push as a first map. Yeah, you know, hey, we all like to push a little bit. It should be a fun one. So we get an Insta Zarya ban though, and that's that hurts. That hits. I know. She's very, very good right now, so I get it. But you know,
well, that's good. I mean, that's a great first ban, especially if you plan to win. I mean, at least you don't have to get rid of Reaper because that's those two usually go together. I won't be surprised if we see a Wu Yang ban on these push maps. I know Lucio Kiri is also strong, but I've seen a lot of Kiri Wu Yang runs on push maps just because of choke points on Runasapi.
All right.
So I'm guessing Wu Yang is going to be up there. Maybe Tracer Genji. Those are always another top 2 that always get picked.
Yeah, and I'm just intrigued to see what the comps are going to look like. You know, with no Zarya, are you going to sub it out for some other rush style with the tanks, or are we going to be more reserved, play some Orisa type of things? We saw a little bit of that earlier with the couch game that we were watching. So interested to see if that's how they decided to play it. As we kind of we're just sitting here waiting for the bans, seeing if what they're gonna go with. But push for the first map should be a lot of fun. I like push. I know a lot of people aren't as fond of push, but I have a good time on push as a tank player.
I like push because games go kind of fast, and I don't have to worry about being in a game for 20 minutes. But also because the fights are, get the first fight right with no ults, and then maybe second time around you have ults. And it becomes just a battle of who goes. They ban. Ooh. Okay.
So we get Reaper and Zarya out of there. All right. They got to know something we don't. They could have. You can know people on the other side are like, oh, I really want to play Reaper.
Yeah, maybe. So the last guy for Greg the Youngs is, we see Lunar, and I see Aster as well in that same call, or Luna. So I think Luna is also a fill or a ringer. I don't see them on.
I think
the
Luna's
list.
Luna's observer. So I think they're waiting. I think Luna's on our side here.
Yes, they are. Yeah, I just Mom went to yell at them. Okay, got it. Thank you. Yeah. So Aster is their other player. Got
And
it.
Aster is on their list. She is one of the players on the list. So that seems like that seems right.
Yeah. They have a DPS tank and another support. So it'll be between Aster and
Galardia.
Yeah,
Galardia's that name.
Let's see, they're gonna pick. Okay.
Okay. You called it. I mean, Wu Yang. We see some Wu Yang. We see Wu Yang, potentially Lucio from the sign of Mons. And then we got the Unks over here rocking Wu Yang Kiri. But they also are looking at a Junker Queen. So these are interesting. We're gonna see Diva, a lot of dive. This is very dive on that side.
This Wu Yang Lucio support backline is not a bad thing. It's just gonna be, is Aster gonna play DPS Kiriko and just ruin their backline, or is gonna play more passive? That'll decide how this works.
I mean, Greg is playing a great character to help out with this side, but Galardia already got low. We'll be using recall early there to bounce back. As the fight is underway, the map is underway. We already see a DMAC coming out from Orias, getting that taken care of. And now the brawl is away. Greg is going to find Yveltal. Galardia finds TTV, pulling fuel. Piplup's gone. The Pokemon are out of here, and this should be a clean fight win for the side of the Unks.
Back to the Poke Center with y'all. I don't know. That's all I could think of. That's a stupid joke. But great first fight from Greg the Unks. I mean, already going strong. Amp 8 on Junker Queen, I mean, is going to be an issue because, I mean, shotgun against basically shotguns is what I'm looking at for tanks right now.
Yeah, and I mean, Plink is taking a lot of damage on that front line, right? As a Diva player myself, that Matrix does not do as much as we want it to when it needs to happen, and then you don't have as much healing as you think you do with the Wu Yang Lucio backline. As we're seeing Greg put in a lot of damage, hitting shots very effectively there. Piplup's not in the best spot here. But it looks like they're going to be just fine. They're going to get out of that just a little bit, but it doesn't look like it's fine for Plink as we are going to the high noon with Yveltal. Greg was inputting so much damage, and the fight is already over. Plink is gone, and we're just seeing everyone fall over. Greg is putting in an immaculate amount of damage on this game so far.
Oh my god. I mean, yeah, you have 2 ults. You're about to come up on Queen Rush. Next, you're 30 till Key Rush. On this side, you have Wu Yang. You're close to Pulse, and then maybe Blade Bomb, but
Plink just got DMAC'd.
Oh my
god! Wait,
god!
Plink is gone. That's a big stagger.
Wow!
Greg got Soul as well.
Where did Soul come from? Where was he? I didn't even see him on the map.
I didn't see them either on the map. That's insane.
Oh my god! They're just playing aggressive here. They'll have one person on cart, which is correct. But I mean, you see, look at Amp just play the choke so close by himself.
Yeah. Amp's gonna die, unfortunately. He will go down, and you're gonna see this be a chain reaction, which the Mons are gonna get over the hump and get a fight win. They are down 93 meters, but if I know anything about push, 7 minutes is plenty of time.
Yeah, I mean, within how much time they got to get. I mean, it's 3 fights, and it's even on the line of ults here. It's just gonna be who's use it first, who's gonna do what first.
Yeah, and I'm looking for Mons to initiate with Wu Yang and Blade, but we're gonna see Amp go crazy. We see a lot come through with the Wu Yang ult plus the Junker Queen ult, and they're just gonna all fall over. Soul's gone, Piplup's gone. They're gonna use. I don't like the bomb use. I would have just rather died, because you're just gonna get ruled right back in, and now you're gonna get DMAC'd a second time. And they're going to be able to stagger you potentially. They won't, though. That's pretty respectful. I respect that. But Plink will fall over.
I think they want to stagger, but she was blocking the bot from moving, so they had to get rid of her. But yeah, they definitely were going to stagger. But that is, yeah, I don't agree with the bomb uses, especially when you have 4 down, and you don't already have advantage for the fight.
There we go. Okay. This is what I want to see. We see Wu Yang. Piplup's going to go crazy with the blade. Is going to be able to take down Greg. But the Kiriko does pop ult. So you're going to see a lot of deflecting go in. Aster's going to get taken care of as well. Wu Yang may be next on the list for Piplup to take care of and try to roll over. And no! Arias actually wins that. Saul and Plink are going to get a couple. I believe Arias is the only one available. And oh no, not the chat. Not the chat.
No. Oh man. I think
Greg finds Soul. Was that a where?
What? Dude, what is happening? This is happening like twice.
Greg is everywhere, bro.
Dude, someone follow Greg. I need to see where he goes because he's on a side quest. Not a
They are everywhere, man. They are everywhere.
It's twice now. Okay, and you got 2 ults coming up here. And so you have 1, but you're still far. That's a early
DMAX again. And Yveltal is going to fall over. High Noon's going to come out. This looks eerily familiar to what we saw earlier in this fight. Ooh. And High Noon's going to claim 1. Plink is going to fall over as well. And a big shot from Aster to get up that as well. And that is just another fight win. And they're getting even more progress.
What's Piplup doing? Is Piplup playing the trying to back cap? Take
Did they switch roles? Was Soul not on Tracer?
Soul was on Tracer, and Piplup was Genji.
We're gonna see the Wu Yang will go on to the Junker Queen. Galardia finds the pulse bomb. D-Mech is gone, and now it is just a matter of trying to close out this map. Runasapi is looking really close to being over with, as we see Amp pressing the agenda, trying to get into their spawn. Wu Yang is gonna ult themselves to make sure that they have a touch here. This does hit Greg. Greg gets low. Greg's gonna go down. They trade out Cole Cassidy's here, and now you're just looking to see if you can survive. You're gonna see Queen rampage the point. Amp's gonna find both supports. Bomb is out. It's not gonna find anyone in the process of it. But the bot does flip a little bit. They're gonna charge forward, taking out Cassidy for a second time out of spawn. Blink is doing everything they can to try to stay on point, but it's just not gonna work out as Kiri Rush comes out. They have no ults to their name. They're gonna need a pulse bomb to maybe help out, but the pulse bomb sticks onto your diva. You're done. Amp is dead. There's no tank to arrive, but they are gonna clean up the fight fine as there's a Venture. Soul comes back on to try to help out, but Galardia and Orias do the job themselves, taking care of the rest of that point, and Greg and the Unks will win.
Wow, map 1. I'm going to say this now. Greg, for this map, is my MVP. I will say, beautiful job. I will say, Arias, you're definitely my goat, though. I mean, 1 HP, and you somehow be a full HP Genji. I don't know. That was
some pretty good Wu Yanging right there. That was pretty fun to watch. I'm not gonna lie. It's just unlucky because you got one more hit with that blade potentially, and now we're looking at a different situation there at all. Gotta clip them all. I didn't see this on their thing because it's so small. That is immaculate. Did not see that. I have to say, what a great time. So that's a quick one for Greg and the Unks. Completely dominating on Runasapi as we see what's gonna happen for map 2.
So with that, if I remember correctly, I think now Mons Palestine gets map unless they give it over. I think they can swap that. I think they're allowed to trade. But
I think they did that for the opening one. So I think they're selecting map 2 here.
Yeah. I think if I'm Mons here, you got to go for map. I mean, again, it depends how y'all played together this prior week. Is it kind of, hey, we're just playing now for the start just to play? So, I mean, it also kind of comes down to, do y'all know what maps y'all are good at together, or at least have better advantage over the other team?
It seems interesting because they wanted to play dive. We saw them come out on Lucio, Wu, Diva, Tracer, Genji, right? At the beginning of this map. So I wonder if they're going to go somewhere like a Numbani or something like that to try to get more of that dive vibe and not give as much of a Junker Queen advantage over, especially for a map like that. You know, your dive maps that can help with that. So I'm intrigued to see what they select for map 2 in that turn.
If they're gonna run dive, they cannot run the Lucio Wu Yang. I think that really messed up. If they played Lucio Kiri or Wu Yang Kiri, it probably would have been better off. It was against a Queen. The Diva can want to go in. Lucio does not do enough healing if you're gonna dive in, and especially Wu Yang has to use wave super early.
Yeah,
the waves be used super early. You have to use all your CC within the first minute of a fight, and then hopefully you get the first few picks and can steamroll. If not, you're kind of left alone. So they can run dive. They just got to switch up that back line a little bit or change it. New goal. Make sure I read this right. All right, we have a new goal. Does that change?
Hey, I love it. It's going up to 3K. I mean, when you hit goals, you keep striving for further greatness. So
Never enough.
like I said earlier, always when it comes to donations, please make sure you are financially able to. We don't want to, don't put yourself in a bad position to try to donate, of course. But if you can, you know the cause is good, as we explained at the beginning of the stream. So please take the time. We're gonna head to Lijiang though. Lijiang Tower.
Okay, I like this.
I love me some good Lijiang Tower. I'm curious though, because again, outside of a couple, this feels very brawl heavy, and we just saw what Junker Queen was like. So I'm curious to know if they're just gonna ban certain characters, but then Zarya's back. So it's like,
yeah, Zarya and Reaper. Well, unless they swap, you know what I mean, they Mons go ban Reaper, they ban Zarya, which is possible. But if they don't, Zarya, even when I play with my team, I mean, Zarya Reaper is overpowered, especially on a map like this when it's, especially in the inside part, you just get behind people, it's overpowered.
Yeah, I mean, there's two. I can think of both of honestly, all three of the Lijiang points are like that, right? Where they're very close quarters, trying to brawl it out. I'm intrigued.
If you want to make it really interesting, I'm just saying you ban Lucio here and have both teams just scramble for point with Kiri Wing. Because it happened to me, and that was the actually worst experience of my life on this game.
We're rocking Juno.
Yeah. Pull the Juno out, pull out Zen. I don't care. I'm joking. Juno Bat, pull out Juno Bat. Juno Brig, that might work. I don't know if it would work like that, but it would do something.
I don't know, man. It's tough. I feel like I don't know enough about the teams to get the good gauge on them to see what we're gonna whip out. So I would love to have better insight, and I always feel bad, but you know, it's definitely been. It's definitely an interesting round one for sure. I think there were times where we could have saw Mons pull out a couple of fights there. But I feel like they got a little overzealous. So maybe they need to reel it in a little bit and take a little bit more patience on some of those fights and play to the angles. Because we just saw if they got overextended, Greg would come out and just pop somebody, get a pick, and go about there. So we're gonna see the first one, and Wu Yang is actually going to be the first ban selected by Mons.
Okay, that's not horrible. I mean, especially on a map like this. I mean, he's still useful on this type map, but if you're gonna run dive like they were trying to do, I mean, it doesn't really affect you much. And the other side, same thing. It helps. It gets rid of your stabilization. You have to rely on heavy, more healing side and just DPS inside. But I want to see if Greg and the Unks get rid of Zarya here if they plan to run the JQ, because they have it open. They can still ban the Zarya and just be done, and then take this map if they plan to.
I'm curious to know if that's something that they can do. I don't remember how each tournament works from that standpoint.
I think everyone can vote. You can't vote the same person twice, but the other team can vote that person. So let's say I mean Zarya. I think they can still ban Zarya, and after that, completely off the board. So it's possible, but then again, they might just play a screw around game. I've seen it before, where people play a non-workable lineup and they just one trick their way to victory. So that might also happen.
I'm intrigued to see what. I'm just intrigued to see what the next. Oh, it's ball. They gotta know something about Mons that we don't. They gotta know something about Mons we don't. That's all I can think of. I guess ball can be a little annoying on Lijiang. Especially if they're if they're like a Far Mercy type of comp, you want to have someone like ball where it's a lot more mobile and a lot more able to get health packs, not have to rely too much on healing. So I could see that.
Yeah, I'm excited for these lineups because again, I think support lines can be Lucio Kiri. That's just how it's always been. DPS and tank scares me because I don't know exactly what people are going to come out on here.
Yeah,
or how they want to play.
I mean, we saw an amazing Queen, by the way. Amp was getting everything they wanted on that point. And I mean, Runasapi was Junker Queen's world, and they were just living in it. So it was definitely something interesting. But now they're zooming, and we're gonna see similar styles. So Kiri Lucio for Mons with Diva, Tracer, and Sojourn, and we're gonna see a Rhine comp. They TP'd straight to point. I really like that. I love this. Sim. This is an old school strat right here. This is Overwatch 1 to a T. We're gonna see a push out. That Diva is really close to getting demeched. Actually, will get demeched. Plink is gonna go down very quickly to Galardia and company. And you're gonna see them just take a
Lucio
positioning on the point. Lucio's trying to boop each other. Piplup actually is off the map. And we're gonna see Plink switch over to Winston. Ryan is in.
Piplup is not having the best day right now.
And you know what happens. This is gonna switch over to Echo though. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Ooh, Aster almost just met the back end of a rail shot there.
They're trying to figure out where to go, but the Sim is kind of just playing.
And Plink is gone. The Ryan moved out of position, but I guess I was wrong. Orias did save the day with a great immortality field, and I mean before the fight even really began, the fight's over. It just looks like a little bit of desync on this one, trying to make sure they get everyone there before you actually engage on the fight has been the big thing. Yeah, we do see the ults ready to go too.
Yeah, Field definitely wants to dive in. Oh, another one down.
Another one down. Ellie is gone. Oh my gosh, they just ran over the whole team now. Amp has 3 kills in that fight alone, including a pin kill. And Piplup saw that and said, "I'm out. I'm gone. I am not. Nope."
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, they're trying to.
Blink's moving over to Zarya.
Oh, Zarya's now on. What?
That's not a bad pick here. If they can get something going with the Zarya, I think this could work out. It could be a comfort thing too. Galardia is on the Genji. Soul actually is running in, and as they dove in, they just ran over the rest of the team. People are dropping before I have a chance to realize what's actually happening.
I saw the Genji go in. I was like, oh, Genji just dashed to 4 people. I don't think he's getting out alive. And then the
4 people are dead.
Just shows everyone dying on the other team.
Yeah.
So great distraction there by the Genji. I don't know how that worked in your favor, but you know, bravo to you.
Hey, this is just a coordinated team ready to fight. Shatter is online and ready to go, looking for it. Sees the opportunity. 90% now. There goes that, and there is the Shatter coming down. It's gonna find 2. Amp gets 2. Galardia gets another one. Greg's gonna find Piplup, and there's only one person left standing, and it is the Zarya on point. They're gonna blade Plink down, and that'll be the end of point 1 here on Lijiang Tower.
Dude, I don't know. The first fight made sense. Was, you know, they TP'd in, they had, you know, point, they had to come to them. Makes sense. Second one, the Winston dove in, cut out of position, team wasn't with them, dies. Makes sense. Third fight was we're all at our, you know, choke point and we just died. Fourth was, hey, the Genji's gonna dive our backline by himself into 4 people. We're all gonna turn to this Genji and somehow we're just gonna get walked on. Yeah, I mean, you see the stats. Like I don't know. There's like no one to like blame the other team. It's just like there's no like outlier of like who is the issue. It's just this team. Greg and the Ungs are just so more unified.
They're coordinated. It's just coordination. And we're seeing Bastion May. Oh,
dude, they're playing one pro. They're just playing. They're just screwed around right now. This is.
But we are getting the Ryan 1v1, and we're getting a sim from Soul here, and I think this is really smart. I think this is a good time to pull it out. We're gonna see Plink go in, big pin in, won't find anything. We're gonna see Immortality Field get used by. I didn't see the pronunciation. I'm so sorry. Kuna?
I apologize if I got you.
Kuina? I don't know. Anyway, Plink got ran over. And with the quick Immortality Field, that just means they get to instigate even further. Greg and the Unks are running it down their throats, and Mons need to find an answer soon.
Dude, this lineup on Greg the Unks is so such an original Overwatch 1 lineup. And the other side, I mean, also works.
Bank shot.
I mean, Bastion May. Okay, got a little TP action on height. Oh my god, this Lucio asked.
I think that's a good one. I think it's a good TP.
It was. They get height. They get some, you know, high ground on them. Greg's just letting it fly down the rip.
Yeah, but Blink's by themselves on point, and they're going to have a little bit of trouble. But Greg's actually down. So we're going to see something. Now we're going to see the response. And a Shatter come through. Amp's on the ground. Amp pin. What a great Immortality Field to save the day. But Galardia is already down. The damage may be done. Aster's gone. Amp is gone. It's just Orias, and that is it for this fight. Mons! We see some percentage and some life.
Okay, it's still doable. It's still doable. I mean, you did use 2 ults there to win the fight. I mean,
they did trade windows, but shatter. They traded windows, and I think that's valuable. I'm looking at the beats, right? Both beats are fairly close, but 87 is a lot higher than 74.
What is Piplup get away with here?
Piplup's trying to get away with something. They're gonna throw up the wall. That was pretty smart. You're gonna see a Shatter on the other side. Ellie's gonna find Orias actually, but they traded out. Amp is gone. Maybe you're gonna see a couple things. There's a boop. Where'd they go? Are they gone? Nope, they're still alive. They're gonna see a couple of ults get traded out, and you're gonna see 2 kills. They're gonna stall it on a point here. You might see Aster go down. No, Aster's gonna stay alive.
Wow.
But with the trades there, you're going to see a couple of kills. Galardia has ult this upcoming fight. They traded a lot there, and both beats are alive.
Both beats are up. You have Blizzard. I mean, you're coming up back to window. Amp is far from.
Yeah.
I know this is Shatter, but Plink is gonna get that so much faster. This
Well,
has
yeah,
been
Amp
so much
used
beam
it.
charge.
Amp used it later, right? So using it first, I mean, using it first has its benefits. You're gonna get the second shatter, and both were pretty effective. But Flink's really low. That fire strike through the window is gonna do catastrophic damage. They were playing very heavily through that window. They only needed it to win this fight, and that's great. As they're gonna flip the point back over. Piplu's gonna go down, and now you're going to see. You're gonna see the point flip 75% now for Mons. One fight can win it all, but you have freeze to deal with and beats.
On the other side,
Shatter.
You have Shatter, you have Beat, you have Window, you're close to Sim Wall here. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're
Winnable.
Greg, you have to just use your Blizzard here first to get some
Amp's
notes
gonna
going.
pin in. Amp, oh, we're gonna see Blizzard come out. We're gonna see Shatter on the freeze. That was a great Shatter, and the Emperor comes out, but it's not gonna be enough. Soul and Plink both go down. Ellie opted to not use Beat, but Aster did. And now we're coming up on last fight territory with Window and Beat online and no ults for the side of Greg and the Youngs. But Shatter and Bastion are right there.
Yeah, but if Sim can get Window up or Wall up first, I mean, that's a free walk. You just gotta pick a side and just go. Because before
that's a
Beat
window.
comes out.
Wall's gonna block it, meaning they're gonna get a free walk up now. So that's the whole purpose of that one. They're almost there on Wall now. Just a couple more chip damage. We're gonna see Beat come out. On the Sim, potentially, they're gonna get it. The Wall's gonna go up. Shatter's gonna go down, but it's not enough. The Orion's got another one. Amp's gonna get taken out. The Matrix is up. That almost kills Ellie on that play, but you're gonna trade out Rhines. Blink is gone.
It's so doable. It is so doable. It is so doable for the Youngs.
Wait. It's so close because Greg and the Youngs can come back. They're gonna have their Rhine back faster. They're trying to instigate heavily here. Piplup is trying to build the ult to save the day here. 93%, 99%. This is a very close one. You're seeing Orion in the back line trying to find anything. Please gonna fight Galardia. Aster and Amble go down to Blink. Shatter is now online. We're gonna see the Shatter come out, and we're gonna see it. 5 down, a team kill for Mons as they take map 2 of this. I'm sorry, point 2 of this. Oh, what a point!
Okay, Piplup just sat up top for like I saw him mid try to get the last 5% of his ult charge just come in, and I mean, Emor wasn't gonna stay there. I mean, Emor came out, but it was too late. You already had You already had a pin coming out and getting 3 with Fire Strike. You already had Reaper ult coming out for that. I mean, if you're looking at Mons of Palestine, the deaths are not as high as they were, but they've won more team fights. I mean, you see the other side, 3, 3, 3, 2, and 4. That, like, 3 team fights at most has been the cause of it get up there. They're still dying too much. That it happens. But it does show that they don't need to play team deathmatch here to win this point here. It's objective based, not kill based.
We saw a lot of team fights, and maybe they found a comp they like, so they're gonna stick with it.
The rollout.
But we're gonna see Winston come out for Greg and Sojourn and Tracer. Greg and the Unks are looking at a completely different comp here from what they've been playing this whole game. But Piplup's gonna find an opening pick on Galardia, and that is big.
Okay. That's might be that next year. Run.
We're just doing a little bit of poking here, trying to find anything. Amp's getting low. We're gonna see the Reaper come out more. Quiana did lose their immortality field, but Soul's gonna find Aster in the process of it, and we're gonna see the Mons take point 1. And with a Sim on this point, that's big, but that's a great pick. Greg doing Greg things right now. Galardia is gonna match it. Soul's gonna get taken out, so they're up 2 people now. And now you're just trying to stabilize on point. You still have a couple people to help stabilize it, but Greg's gonna find another pick. You're gonna pin and try to find someone. Amp is gonna go down, but not without taking Plink with them. And now you're just trying to stay alive and, stagger the point a little bit. 26% for Mons.
6%? Oh, definitely gonna try to stop the TP. I like the idea. They already used TP, so they're not gonna be coming up unless they're just waiting for it to be built up again. which
Yeah,
is
Aster's ready for it though.
Oh yeah, I mean you play back left here, I think. Yep.
Yep, that's a great play. That's what I was thinking too. They're gonna pin into point. Not gonna find anyone just standing around, but Aster's gonna get taken down very quickly. They're playing the bridge.
Oh my god.
Piplup's fighting too. Piplup has come alive in Lijiang Tower. Gallardia does find one in the process of this, but that Winston is getting mighty low. Gallardia's gonna find a second one. Gallardia's gonna find 4.
Oh my god.
Gallardia's trying to save the point themselves. And now you're gonna see Greg ult come through and finish off the fight. Oh my gosh, Gallardia with the post bomb and the 4K on that point. What a play.
What makes that funnier is Plink didn't move. Soul jumped into Plink and died to that.
Oh my gosh,
oh my god, Aster
found it this time.
Aster watched this time. I said, no, I'm not letting it slide this time. It has to be done.
Aster was watching film. They're gonna find 2 on the boop, and Plink is in dire straits.
Plink still has Shatter. Piplup getting close. They have 4 ults coming up. On the other side, you have 3. I mean, if you're Greg the Unks, thank you, June, for the donation. Thank you. Going to a good cause.
Yeah, we've seen a couple $26 donations come through, and Greg's gonna find Soul. Another opening pick for Greg, but Gallardia is gonna get taken down this time. You're gonna see Winston jump in. All right, this finds the counterpart. They're gonna see point. Aster's low here, but I don't think it's enough. Greg's gonna take out Piplup. Ult was not used, but you're gonna see Amp pop it as well, and you're gonna see one, maybe a second one. A pin's gonna come out, trying to just help out there. It's gonna take down the tank in the process, but now you're looking at trying to touch the point. Who's gonna be the one? I don't think they can. It's just Reaper, and it's not there, but Lucio Ellie does come through. Orias is gonna pop it on point. Now you're gonna see Beat go through for both, but Ellie doesn't get it. You're gonna see the Reaper pop ult as well. Blossom is out, but it won't be anything. You're just trying to break through and do anything. This Winston is trying to stagger and stay alive. Gallardia pops ult. Gallardia's gonna fight Soul with Pulse, but not without going down themselves. Plink, Piplup, and Kuina go down as well, and that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, Greg and the Unks will take this game on 2-0. But what a Lijiang Tower, am I right?
Dude, that was amazing. That was great. I just want to go back to something. So when who's Reaper? Who's playing Reaper there?
Reaper was Piplup.
So when Piplup died before it went to OT time, he used ult. He used it, but he died before the animation went off. I'd like to point that out. And then the oh my god, and the Veltal Ajax at the end trying to Ajax Aster.
Yeah,
oh my god.
Ellie went for the beat to try to stay alive and just could not get it off. Because she had to touch, she got targeted really quickly, so it was really hard to get that point off. But man, what a great map! That was really fun. I mean, we saw the play at the end. Plink was doing everything they can, trying to make a play there. Big shatters. We love the Ryan v Ryan duels. I mean, the windows were magnificent. The support players came to play. Man, what a great opening to this this casting for us.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, we saw, a bunch of Ajaxes. We saw a bunch of team fights. I mean, props to Mons. I mean, to just go and at least put up a fight. I mean, 2 back-to-back 99% overtime battles is great, especially if that first bet was not in your favor. Alrighty.
All right.
So I think it was great by them.
I mean, MVP is a tough one to give out. I think Greg and the Youngs had a stellar time, but we saw one very particular clutch at the end that did help them actually keep control of second point. All right, sorry, no, that last point there helped them get control. And I mean, the Tracers come to play, so I think Gallardia is very deserving of that MVP for certain. That was crazy clutch at the end.
I mean, getting at least the stick on Ryan, and then also getting the sim. I will say, however, at the very end there, at the Tracer trade, but also did die to their own pulse bomb.
Hey, it was a sacrificial bomb. Had to do what they had to do. You know what I'm saying?
They had
to
do
what you got to do. Got to do what you got to do.
For the team.
All right. Well, hey, that's all we got for this game. This was a great start. We will be back here in about 10 to 25 minutes, depending on how fast it takes for this next game to go up. But A-Stream, you can see it on the screen right now.
Wow.
Twitch.tv/PadPatchamari League. They are going to map 3. Time Monster and Leapfrog are doing a great job over there. Please go check it out. It should be a lot of fun. we're sending y'all over there. Go watch, keep doing your thing. We will be back here doing our thing in about 10 to 25 minutes, depending on how long it takes for everybody to get in the thing, into the lobby and all that fun stuff. But go check out that stream, please, and thank you. We will see you guys later on. Any final comments, Mr. Irrelevant?
No, I'm just ready for this last map of the night, or at least our last match of the night. But I mean, going to this, I'm Greg Young's going up 1-0, going to the next day of Swiss match 2. Mons can definitely pull it back. They definitely have the ability.
They might have gotten something there at the end.
Yes. They have the momentum on their sides, a little bit more motivation. But I'm already ready for game to start. I mean, that was exciting, electrifying. I want game to start right now.
Exactly. Well, go check out Overworked versus Billings Boomers. They're having a good time over there. We'll catch you guys back here shortly. Have a great rest of your night if we don't see you later. But remember, go check out the other one. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Strongest rolls, but I definitely still know how to make it work.
Yeah, put your hit scan player on tank. See how that goes, right? You'll figure out real quick.
You'll see. They'll be going Malga almost immediately. Or JQ.
Right. It'll probably be Queen, right? Like not enough people hate themselves enough to play Malga. Queen is great. You know, the Hog is. Oh my God, Hog on Ilios. Ilios well. We're gonna see Hog. It's happening.
I think if Well comes into the map, I know for a fact we're gonna see at least one Roadhog, maybe even Lagoon, just so they can see who's gonna hook who and stuff like that.
I mean, it's a tradition, right? Just like how Torb Hammer 1v1s are a tradition, depending on the format. Like the Battle of the Bottoms happened today, which is a hilarious name for a show match between Quick and Dildux, and they decided map 1 based on a Torb Hammer 1v1. But it's like things like that, just tradition in Overwatch, and you know we have to see the hook people.
Oh, it's almost required. It's like legally binding at this point.
Yes, absolutely. But at the same time, if your main support gets put onto tank, then you have a pretty bad shot, I feel, at the hog mirror.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I play a lot with my family, so putting my little sister on tank is one of those nights where I'm just like expecting not to see a whole lot of success. Occasionally might see a huge like random 5k diva bomb, but at the end of the day, that's all we're really hoping for. So we're gonna definitely see what the June mindset is gonna go for picking certain roles and putting them in certain spots.
Right, and I mean, I that's another thing I didn't even consider is being able to pick your other team's roles. Like at first I was just thinking like from the mindset of shuffling, but literally being able to choose who plays what lets you just be so chaotic with it. Like especially with open career profiles, you just see who's like silver on tank or something, and you just throw it in, right?
It's like, oh yeah, that guy's going straight onto tank. We're putting him on.
I want you on Winston, please.
Indubitably.
Yes, quite so. Yes.
Oh man, I'm excited, man. And now we don't have to worry about Diva either here. So at this point, I think the sky's the limit when it comes to these comps. So hey, if you throw a DPS onto support, they always have the Alari in the back pocket if they need it.
As well, and you know, Juno is a bit of a DPS support in my opinion, at the very least, with her insane mobility, and you know the fact that she's a hit scan, the fact that she has 85 damage on torpedoes, which I'm always going to bring up whenever the opportunity, arises. There's a few heroes per role that if you switch off, like the best part about doing that reward as well is not a lot of the role intermingling heroes are good on Ilios, right? Like the tank DPS are like Bastion, Reaper, Mei. Then you got like Juno, Alari. Alari is good on Well, to keep going back to Well, I guess. But I mean, then you go over to things like Sim. Sim's not great here, right?
I don't know. I love. I mean, I guess I'm a sim player now, so I guess I can't really talk about it too much.
Horrible.
But it's fun. I just like TP and like diva bombs. I'll just make the diva drop the diva bomb on the floor, like for real. I'm like, trust me. And the next thing you know, they get a 5K, and they're like, all right, I trust you with everything.
Doctor, are you sure this will work?
But it looks like the map is ready here. It looks like our teams are loading in here for a final map here in round 1 of the Swiss stage. Gonna settle it here on Ilios. June picking the team composition for Billings Boomers.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, main support on tank, as you know, it was either going to be the hit stand or the main support. It had to be, right?
Of course. And then, funny enough, you see Frozen getting moved over to support as well. And that's what you gotta do. Is if you're a DPS player, you just go straight to Zenyatta, right? It's another DPS essentially.
Yeah, I didn't even consider the presence of Zen as well. Unfeatured actually does come in, and he I think almost dropped off the map, but he knows what he's doing with the grapple. So it'll be weird to see Queen Zen Lucio. There's not much healing to keep a tank alive, especially when he wants to brawl this much.
Boy, they are definitely cooking with this comp, man. This is definitely a comp of all time. But yes, hey, look, they've got the point presence to start off, I think. Frozen getting the pick onto Din Yusimi as well. And Wrecking Ball just trying to help clean up this backline here. But just jumping around, nowhere near the team, but I guess doesn't need to really heal him too much when you're doing all the damage.
Yeah, I mean, the trade is good. That will mean that I think Overwatch will have the advantage there. Moonrat, thank you for the donation. As the cap does come through for Billings Boomers, I expect the cap to switch at some point because Frozen's going to take a second to get back. Meanwhile, Overwatch are going to have 5 quicker.
Man, this is interesting. Bakery going for a Genji pick. Not something like, even if you're like a casual DPS player, Genji not very easy.
Yeah. I mean, he's kind of like one of those tank DPS in a way. You know what I mean? Like, especially when you saw early on in Overwatch 2, the off-tank role kind of got moved over to Genji, and now I feel at this day and age, tank players, when they move over to DPS, kind of are good at Genji.
Yeah, I mean, we all saw that one moment where Super got to play Genji in the Overwatch League. We remember that day.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, and that's the first thing I thought of when you mentioned. I was like, oh man, I remember it. It made me want to play Genji. It's the reason why I actually started playing Genji. Just like the reason I want to go back to playing Tracer right now is because of Cam getting 2 picks, 3 picks, support by the way. Oh my goodness, he said, hold that. He is ready. He is ready.
Unfeatured moves over to the Queen. And I mean, that's crazy. Like, if I am so mad at my team right now. If I am Cam watching my Tracer get obliterated for the first 2 maps, and I'm able to do that in the first 2 minutes, I'm furious.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what June is saying. Poofa is unpooptured? I don't even know what that means, but uh-oh, Blade coming out here from Bakery! Gets 1, looking for more. Not able to find it with the swinging baseball bat. Gotta be careful though. Getting a little too dangerous, getting a little too close to the sun, but the tank falls from overworked, and he goes back over to the Wrecking Ball just to try to touch the point. And look at this, Billings Boomers have full control of this map right now, 94% and counting. Might be able to close this out with a clean 100-0.
Incidents online as well means it's almost guaranteed with no Rampage on the other side of things, and with a faded away Tidal Blast and the Bakery finding 1, the cap may be switched, Poofa may go down, and wait a second, I didn't realize Billings Boomers were in the other team's spawn. They're playing the touch the spawn door challenge, not the win the game challenge.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't try to quiz me on which spawn was which, because I definitely would have been turned around. Just like I'm turned around, like I'm really curious to see, you know, who really is playing DPS here, because I mean, it feels like Cam and Bakery are still playing really solid DPS despite playing their off roles.
I mean, again, they are listed as flex players, so it does make some sense to a certain extent, as Frozen as well has been going off so far on the Zen. Another shot there, headshot onto Silvertails. They will barely survive, but the Discord orb tells you exactly where they're going for the moment, and Cam finding Didn't You See Me? It's clean up here, and only 1 player remains. A teleport on point. It doesn't mean much.
Whoopsies. Did not mean to do that one. Was a little too close to the edge, and you see him falling off the map right there. Kind of a mistake, but I don't think it's going to matter too much as they take the first round here. My Poofa.
Oh, my Poofa
my darling.
My My Poofa is dead.
Oh man.
They should let Junker Queen fly after Rampage so that you never die doing that again.
Oh, wait, was she just gonna helicopter her carnage?
Yeah.
That is some definitely some creativity. Keep Ty out the kitchen.
Just no, like you know how Alari ult after you shoot it, you keep flying. That was Rampage, except you make Rampage omnidirectional, and she just flies with the Rampage afterwards.
That's gonna be the next April Fool's update. I tell you. Just like Reinhardt gonna be able to fly. Just I'm telling you, put you on the balance team. Don't do it.
Do it. The hazard coming out here for unfeatured is, I gotta say, the Lucio Zen did work last round. So I mean, I think that my conspiracy theory of Lucio or Zen Moira being the worst support comp might be reaffirmed with that.
But looks like UG made a little bit of a mistake overstaying their welcome. But man, Unfeatured's kind of playing mystery heroes right now. Like 4 different tanks in the span of this first, couple of minutes of this map here, and it looks like he's going to find the most success with the hazard.
At the very least, to start right into the Junker Queen, Hazard can kind of do a little bit of dancing around and do some fancy feet footwork to make him more difficult to hit, as well as getting big tank trades, and Sky deletes Cam somehow. Have no idea how that happens, but looking more like a support player on DPS.
Okay, looks like they're in pretty good control right now. They have Silvertails kind of sitting in the back line, just keeping their tank nice and healthy here, able to kind of dictate the pacing. Uh-oh, just when I say that, just looking for some type of help. We gotta be careful, the ice block is not gonna be enough there. The jagged blades was not enough to keep your team alive, and you see because of that botched jagged edge, not gonna be able to keep their team alive.
Yeah, the jagged wall blocking off Frozen's escape, as well as UG ends up switching over to the Kiriko, the DPS player classic usually, when you see you don't have an opportunity to keep playing Lucio because you're not good at it as a DPS player. I've been there. So you go over to Kiriko instead. It's based. I respect it.
Darth Naku, I appreciate you dropping the $25 donation. Again, it's going directly to the UNRWA, but what's not going to go to UNRWA is this sleep dart as it goes directly to the bakery. And it looks like they're closing early on that bakery. No ultimate equals no fun. Whoa, what a dive in. That was sick.
We quite literally all said, what a sleep, or some variant of those 3 words, because I said, wow, that sleep, and then you said that sleep, and then in the chat, I saw Bakery said, what a sleep.
Even Bakery couldn't even, as the Genji player, you gotta respect some of those sleep darts that are just so incredibly, difficult to hit, and even Bakery couldn't hold it back. It was just like, you know what, I respect it. Even though my blade is gone, GG's, nice shot, or NS.
And it's another $1 into the bank, right? Which you'll always be happy about. And I will say that, you do expect to see Hazard with this first perk. The Deep Leap is, just more mobility is always good. I always advocate for mobility perks above all else, and this is the perfect example as to a great example.
Oh my goodness! No! UG was not able to get away! That's what we're talking about. That perk made a big difference right there, because him just jumping into that fight and just kind of keeping the pressure on the support.
Callbacks, brother! Sorry, he missed like 8 shots. I had to say something.
I was gonna say that one hurt you. That one triggered you.
that one, something primal within me needed to get something out there.
I felt that. That one came from the heart.
There's still 2 ults here for Overwatch.
Tidal Blast coming in. He's gonna slide in, but luckily he got stuck on the wall, but not gonna be able to survive. And you can see right now, Overwork just trying to commit the ultimates here to try to close out this round. Take us to a final round, take us to the well, and definitely could do that with another pick, but no touch C9 on the point.
Great
unfortunate.
Use of the overclock. Yeah, just great use of the overclock there from Shoreline Pie. She did it partially for the care rampage, partially for the zoning, right? But also just kind of blew up Poofa. You'll see a lot of Sojourns recently will go with the Disruptor Shot tier 1 perk, which is I believe a 30% slow. But I still do really believe in the overcharged perk, which gets you up to 150 maximum charge during overclock. Simply put, I just think that's better by giving you those one shots during ult. I think that is higher value overall.
Oh, 100%. And one of those things, like, if you ask a lot of the pros, they'll agree with you. They would say go 100% on the overclock. I'm more the slow down disruptor type of guy, but then again, this is why I'm not in the OWCS and I'm more on the microphone. But it's neither here nor there, because now we're seeing Poofa on the Roadhog, and it looks like people are going the well, and no Life Weaver means I cannot pull you out.
Yeah, I mean, the bakery doesn't need to be pulled out. Instead, needs to be, reined in, it seems. Immediately kills Sky, and Ugg is in the grave already.
Oh, Silvertails. 2 picks on the Ana. This is a great start, and now hunting for the Roadhog. No, Poopa not able to get the hook off in time and just kind of stuck in the corner, and is going to be stuck in the grave as he falls right there. Big turnaround here for Overworked, or I'm sorry, for Billings Boomers here.
Just great kills. I don't know how Silvertails finds 2 kills just out there in the open like that. Frozen was, I think, maybe a little bit too deep. The Immortality field only was on Frozen, so I don't know where you could be positioned to where that's the case.
He heard you about the missed shots. He's not. You say, you know what? You're right. I'm not going to miss any more shots here. Just being 100% accurate. Giving the hey shout-outs to the people. And you see Tracer touching the spawn door. Touch spawn door challenge complete.
It's an important challenge. It's one that I play for every day in real life.
Of course.
I don't know what that means. Shoreline Pie, it's nice Poofa, though.
Yeah, I was like, man, you're cooking tonight. I like it. Uh-oh, and Billings Boomers capitalizing finally on Overworked, overstaying their welcome. They wanted to try to touch spawn doors and go right ahead. You can do that, but it's going to come at a cost. 2 big picks here from the side of BB, but they got to do a little bit more if they want to try to flip this point over, and it's at 50% already, so if I'm Overworked, I'm pretty happy. Win or loss here.
And you brought up earlier that Unfeatured was playing a lot of tanks, Tidal Blast and Nano Boost, I think. No, just the Nano was applied to the Hazard as Bakery gets removed from the map, and Poofa's trying to match the amount of tanks being played by Unfeatured with this Reinhardt that is now put back into the spawn room as Shoreline Pie finishes that kill, and look at how close they were to capping right there.
Yeah, there's like, I can't even see any type of like transparent overlay, so that's how I know it was like at 99.9%. So just a little bit extra time on that, on that objective would have been the difference between them having to rush the point right now versus them gonna be able to close out map number 3. And again, this is the final map here. It's only 1st to 2, so it all comes down to this. And right now, Overworked is looking completely relaxed right now because they've got them all in their spawn right now. Silvertails as well, playing the spawn door challenge and doing it successfully. And I don't think anybody's going to be able to touch on Billings Boomers as Overworked takes the first round of the Swiss stage.
There's nothing more to be done there. It's a great turnaround for Overworked, right? They did, have a bit of a change of fortunes. And in map 3 by literally changing everybody's roles, right? But they did deserve the match win after map 2 showed that they can get an effective hero ban system going. Then map 3, there was a lot of fight back from Billings Boomers, but ultimately Overworked did still perform at a level that, they deserved the win ultimately.
Yep. And that's what I tell people. I think it's just the people that are willing to grind it out. It makes a big difference. Also kind of having the team's role position in your hands also makes a big difference. So we're gonna have to see if that makes its approach throughout the rest of the tournament here to this weekend. So again, big congratulations to Overworked taking that first win. It's only Swiss stage, so it's not like they're going to losers, and it's not like it's like a sudden death type of thing. They have a lot more matches to be played, and it looks like they're gonna be having a lot more fun here tonight.
Yeah, and I do want to bring up again, it is top 4 per region, right? The top 4 in NA are the teams that will move on after this. So, for Overworked, this does set you up quite well to move forward throughout the rest of the Swiss stage and, take on the rest of the teams in their area, right? Like Fried Puppies already finished their match. Big Chunga already finished their match. That's a team that you're looking to beat probably. Greg and the Unks as well. Like, you've got some teams in your general vicinity that you're looking to continue to beat for Overworked, and the same thing for Billings Boomers. I think that the cutoff is probably going to be 3-1. I think that's what the match record is going to have to be to stay in top 4. I think that we're not going to see 4-4-0 teams. I don't think that a 2-2 team will make it. It's 3-1. I think is going to be the magic number, and the best of the 3-1 teams probably are going to be the ones that make it through.
Yeah, and now when it comes to those like 3-1 victory or 3-1 standings, it really also comes down to the map differential, because that's how the tiebreakers are settled. So you got to make sure you guys are winning your matches decisively, because if a couple of these 2-1 victories may not pay off in your favor. So we'll see how that kind of plays out closer towards the end of the tournament. But either way, I'm excited to see some more Overwatch.
Yeah, 100%. And we're going to have another match on the schedule. The next one is scheduled for 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. So if you're on the West Coast, the worst coast, that'll be at 6:30 PST. That is when our next match is currently scheduled, unless I am mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern. So we got about about 15 minutes or so. But I think with that being said, I think we're gonna take it over to a short little break. So let's take it over to a short break. Again, stay tuned. We got some more Overwatch being played. Swiss stage coming right back at you. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
Oh man, we are back, baby! Aquarius, Atlas, we are here for another beautiful game. And I don't know if it was while we were off screen, but I believe we had another donation of $75. But we are here with the Watch Over Palestine tournament, Swiss. I believe this is round 2, Swiss. And we got a good game, a great game. And if there's a player on this team that I believe is the same player that I know and love, this is going to be a fun one. So this should be a good time. I'm Davion, Irrelevance back. We're ready for a good game.
Yes, we are. If you know Pit Pat, what is your opinion on Pit Pat?
That's one of the best Tracer players I've ever seen in my life.
All right, well there you guys go. We know who we're going to be looking at and who we're going to be slowly judging over time. I personally, I want to give it to Aquarius because I like their logo better. I like their logo, I like their design a little bit better than the Atlas. That's just, I like the creativity on this side. But I am excited because, again, these teams, we have 2 flex on either side, 2 tanks on either side, and 1 DPS player. Atlas has more players on their roster, but it's very similar into who plays what, at least role-wise.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a lot of fun. I mean, this is going to be a good one. I see a lot of fun things, but a little bit of history already with this group in their first rounds. Me Aquarius went to round 3. They went to 3 maps in their first one, did win their first game. They did win it 2-1. And then Atlas did lose their game 0-2. So they're looking to bounce back and try to secure a W for this game. And I think this is going to be a good one for sure. I'm excited to see it. I haven't seen a lot of some of these other players, but you know, I do know a couple. I've seen Iridescent play. I've seen her go crazy on the tank. And I've definitely seen Pit Pat play, and that's a DPS player for you folks. So with the standings here, we see here in NA, Aquarius sitting at 9 just because of the map differential, right? But so they're looking to get a little higher. I believe top 4 qualify, so they're looking to try to get up in the brackets there. Atlas,
how did they
not far behind?
How does Atlas have a point? I guess I would also know how the point system works. I'm just looking at
it. You get a point.
They didn't win a map
for I think it's just point for, I want to say loss because they played.
Maybe
I think the ones at zeros are forfeits. And then the ones are forfeits. That's all I can think of.
Yeah, because like they don't have a map win in general, so that could be true. That could be possibly the reason. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, this is what 9th and 11th, but on screen, I mean, the lowest to map differential. But who knows what could happen? It could be another. It could be a 3-3. It could be a sweep on either side. I think Atlas here has to get the bounce back. You know, the last team, they just have to get over the hump. Aquarius here, they went to game 3, still not the best momentum, best mentality, but you do have the win on your side, so you are on a more positive hill than Atlas. Atlas, at least in this time between games, has to at least figure out, okay, what do we need to do better? What went wrong? What went right? As well as what works best for us as a team.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good one. And we're going to see Ilios actually be the map of choice for our first map today. Actually starting on control. So that's pretty cool to get started for this one specifically. Yeah.
Ilios. I'm ready to see Ilios. I'm ready to see if Lucio gets banned just because out of spite. I would not be surprised because people do it out of spite all the time, and I hate that. But, I mean, I'm ready for bans. I don't know how bans... Who picked the map? First,
I know. Aquarius did. I'm just here so I don't get fined. You know what I'm saying? I'm just waiting for the stuff to get picked. I'm just here to call things. You know, I just yap. That's my job here.
So Aquarius picked the first map, so it means Alice will get first ban. Now, of course, I didn't watch the Aquarius game. I don't know who they're gonna go for or who they're gonna get rid of. I don't know if Alice has a plan in mind that they're like, hey, we're gonna run this. We need to get rid of one of A, B, C, or they're just gonna throw it in the air and spin a wheel because it's happened before. I've seen it happen. Don't do the wheel. If you don't know how to do the band, do not do the wheel. I promise you'll always get a character that does not get played.
Lucio to get banned.
Oh my god! If Hog gets banned, if Hog gets banned, everybody, I don't know. If Hog gets banned and I see like a Life Weaver or a Lari ban, I don't know. I don't know if people are throwing or they agree to just throw. But
yeah, I mean it's a good one. So this is cool. So we We've already exceeded what we raised last year, as we are continuing to continue to raise for this charity, and the UNRWA. Again, they are offering humanitarian support in the form of healthcare, food, water, education to Palestine refugees, including those in the West Bank. And they also stand ready to support Gaza at the lift of the blockade. So we want to make sure that we are continuously supporting them. And if you are financially able, please don't hesitate to donate, but do so if you are financially able. We're going to see a Tracer ban, and I guess I spoke too soon. I yelled all greatest Tracer in all the land, and it's on me.
Who gonna watch it, bro? Who gonna watch?
It's my fault. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Didn't mean it.
Little did you? No, I'm kidding.
Actually, he's actually this player instead. I think Aquarius here is gonna go for Tink Bam because that's just how it works. On Ilios itself, Winston's always a tank that sucks to go up against. Hazard's a tank to go that sucks to go up against. And maybe Czar. But Haz, Winton are your top two tanks I hate playing because they just gain so much space and they get to high ground and climb and get away. But they go support line. I don't know who they're going for support line.
I'm intrigued to see what the other ban is here because I mean Tracer getting banned out first. I get it, right? You're going into a map that has a lot of angles for Tracer to play well into. Ilios has a lot of those rooms that you can play in and out of, but we are just waiting to see what Aquarius wants to pick. Aquarius is very, very, they're trying to figure out that option. They're going to take out Lucio, so we're going to see the Lucio ban come forward on Ilios.
My goat.
Hey, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Does.
Could have saw a lot of brawl heavy things from Atlas in their first match. Maybe they did their scouting reports. Who knows? Who knows?
If they pop out on Brig Anna, I will say this. Brig is not as strong as she was. Just due to she just explodes every time she gets charged at by anybody. So if they run Brig Anna, that Brig is going to be on a lifeline every time that she gets dove. The other line, I won't be surprised, we cry Kiri Wu Yang. That's how that's the next best one.
That's how it be.
I mean, I won't be surprised if we see Genji Soj here or some sort of. I mean, you might see Soj Venture, Genji Venture for all you know.
Bro, it's Ilios. You never know what's gonna happen. You can see little Ruin Widow action for all we know. You never know what's gonna pop up out of this. So it should be a fun one. I'm excited to watch these two teams clash. And it's been a minute since I've watched and had the grace of watching Pit Pat play some Overwatch. So this will be a really fun time for sure. I started my Overwatch journey back in about like 2019, 2020.
Okay.
When I played on actual teams, I played with a Diamond team, then a Masters team, and Pit Pat was actually one of the coaches for me on one of those teams. So very appreciative of him and everything. Probably wouldn't be doing what I do now if it weren't for him. So I really appreciate, you don't think about it in the moments, right? But when you go back and look at it, you're like, oh my God, wow, And we're going to see Pit Pat come out on Freya. We're going to see a Winston, Reaper, Kiriko, and Wu Yang.
Reinhardt, life of her back. What is
Hold on. Wait, that's a TP strat. It's the TP strat.
No.
Bastion, Sim.
Cook it up
Beaver,
over here.
Hold on. I like it. I rock with it.
It's the guys and the one girl. Let's see how this works.
I love it. This is the hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. This is a fun comp. I think it's good. I mean, I'm always down for a good Reinhardt game. Never shame in a Reinhardt game. But I know Chango needs to go on to the point potentially. It looks like we're gonna see some. Oh my gosh! Chango's gone, but is gonna find two. Pit Pat and Bear are off the map. It was a 2-for-1 special, and it looks like Atlas is going to be able to take over this first point, but not if Phoenix has something to say about it. As they even the odds here. Edgy's gonna go down. And now we're just trying to secure it. They're going to secure the point. However,
they're going to be able to stabilize. Winston's still there.
Yeah, Winston's still there. Looking to pick out that Life Weaver. But Baptiste doing a great job. Looks like Silsey was putting in so much. The Reinhardt was taking so much damage early on. I think Freya's going to has ult as well, by the way. That was the ult coming out from Freya. We're going to see Immortality Field come out. Freya's going to pop a couple bullets in there. We're finding 3 picks now. All of a sudden, this fight very much opened the door. And my goodness, what a game. What a fight.
I only noticed that Silsil had or Silsey had Bapple, because I saw the little perk when like you use an ability that you just heat the automatic healing, and I was like, it's been 20% of a fight. How do you already have your ult?
There was so much. Chango was getting so much damage done to them that Bap was just inputting massive amounts of heals, and then on top of it, they're all in close quarters, so you're gonna see just everybody get it, and you're gonna see a tree come out onto point. They're gonna flip the point pretty quickly.
Oh wow,
Atlas just holding on to it, and you're just playing a lot of re-engagement if you are Aquarius, and you're gonna see Kiriko pop out. Chango is gonna pop in and charge in, but is not gonna find anything. Now you're seeing Bear go through. Another ult comes out from the Freya. That's 2 ults.
That's 2 ults. Dude.
What?
Dude, what is this game?
Crazy.
I don't know what this SR is, but this is really high up there. How do you... Bear just got Reaper ult, by the way. Just got it.
Yeah, Bear's ulting, and that was Pipat's second ult, and already up to 42% again.
Dude.
Look, on the flank now, you're going to see Bear go through. Find the immortality field and 1. Pipat finds a second. Bear's going to find another pick. Harp Luther finds another one, and that is the team kill for Aquarius. A perfect engage on that side.
What is happening? I'm so confused.
This is great.
Because
this is interesting.
This is really interesting. So, because Atlas DPS are just not coming up on ults. We have Shatter. But on the other side, I mean, Pipat's 30% again.
Coming on a 3rd ult, by the way. This is 3rd. 83%. It's the burst damage. They're all moving together as a unit. So every time one of those arrows explodes, look, there's so much ult charge coming through.
4%.
And now you already have ult again. Looking for it. It's going to pop it. Gets Baptiste really low. You're going to see Wu Yang pop ult. Harp Luther finds Australia. Edgy's going to go down as well. Even with this whole wall up, just pairing through, you're going to see Shatter come out and find absolutely nothing. And Chango is going to actually meet their demise here. And we're looking at a potentially just final fight here. They did flip the point, though, so it saved them some time there.
I do think Chango, quite literally, when they shattered their own bastion before the Reaper hit the ground.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. Okay, we got touch. Reaper all coming out. We have window.
We're seeing ults.
Reaper.
We're gonna see the flip.
Okay, Winston gets pushed off the map.
So much is happening right now.
Are they rotating to their spawn point? What? Dude, why are they in their spawn?
Hey, listen, it's the way of life. I've seen the Freya go on this flank a couple times now to try to pick out some damage. Is gonna break the TP, so it strands out that Sim and Bastion. That Bastion is really low up there, but is getting a lot of support. Will get pulled out. Actually does survive, and you're gonna see a lot of heals come out. Tree is gonna be online and available for this final fight. And here we go, looking for anything. Tree's gonna get put in the corner. You're gonna see Baptiste get low. Immortality field is used, but gets back to point. Everyone's getting healed up by the tree. 95%. We're gonna hit the OT here in just a second. Bear has the ult, looking for it. Will get Harp Luther finds 2. Bear's gonna go down. Harp Luther finds a 3rd, and the Winston finds 4. Looking for the 5, but it won't be the case. The Kiriko ult, bless the ult. Monkey got mad with the ultimate and slung everybody around the point, as you're going to see Aquarius take point 1 here on Ilios.
What just happened? Okay, so
what a good fight.
Last fight, here's kitchen events. We see the pedal, we see Tree of Life come up. We see Emor get used really, really early to stay alive. Then we see Reaper trying to go in for ult, goes in, dies. Primal comes out, knocks 2 off the board. Then knocks Chango, and then Bastion's by himself. I don't know where Sim died in that team fight. I didn't see how Sim died.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Sim got knocked off the point as well, right? No, it was the supports. It was the jump. It was the jump afterwards. So after the supports got knocked off, Harp Luther jumped back into point and killed the Symmetra.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, I don't remember. I said 4, but I don't see how that. Okay, we have a change. We see a Wu Yang coming out instead of the Life Weaver.
Instead of Weaver, and that's literally the only change of the game. Everyone else is playing the exact same. So, I mean, Pipat's Freya is going crazy for anybody not seeing how insane it's been for this game so far. It's been nothing short of immaculate.
I want to see how fast this ult climbs today.
I mean, we're already at 21%.
36.
And counting 36. Oh my goodness.
When you said that, he jumped up 50%.
Yeah, and we're just seeing some poke come in.
No wave.
Yeah, Harp Luther is playing very good staging.
So much beam charge.
Yeah, Harpluther's doing a great job staging these to make sure that Bear can get in a little bit untouched, just like that. Sam, you're dead. It's over for you. Silsy's going down as well. Edgy's going to go down with it as the jump comes in from Harpluther and the support. It's just right on point, and Chango will not be able to go back. We'll be going back to spawn, though, as we'll see that fight win for Aquarius.
Okay, so Bear, 75%. Dippat, 70%. They're wrong. On the other side, I'm not saying Edgy Mom, that's a sword, is close. That is a TP, and only one man stayed up. That is... Uh-oh. That's a danger.
Harpluther's getting a lot of good poke here. That Bastion's low.
That
Bastion's gonna get picked.
Bastion's just not getting looked at.
Yep, and the Baptiste is low as well, but it's not gonna be. They're not gonna be able to get that pick off. A lot of help there, but Edgy's gonna go down as well, and it's just gonna have to be it's just gonna have to be another reset for Atlas at this point.
Yeah, they have wall, they have window. Reaper looking for ult here. Reaper is playing this corner. Oh my god, there it is.
Reaper camp was live. They saw it. Bear finds 3. Both supports. Whoever is over on production, you knew what you were doing. As Bear finds a 4th, shatters used, but Phoenix will be only devised.
Oh my god. Yeah, whoever's production, thank you. I was like, where is this Reaper at? And I see a little square by bottom right. And I'm like, oh, he's like around the corner.
Texas smash in the chat.
Oh my god. So window comes out.
And we're gonna see Bear another pick, dude. The Freya's trying to find it. Is gonna pop ult. Will get the kill on Bastion. Looking at Wu Yang now. Is gonna find that as well. The Wu Yang on Wu Yang crime, and it's just a pure clinic for the Aquarius here. Aquarius, man.
Alice,
what a team.
I don't know if Alice is gonna be able to get touch here. They have wall. They
got time. They got time.
They do have time.
Chingo's gonna go over to Hazard, by the way.
We probably should swap to him like before this round started. To be honest with you, because the Winston that player was not gonna do much.
Well, they're gonna need to pop.
At red point.
You need to. They're gonna TP in. They're gonna pop the shield. That's a really good play. They get past all of the ults. So Kiriko ults is basically null and void now. The tide is reversed. It's placed out. Edgy's unfortunately gonna go down, and that might do it. Sam gets low. Australia is getting low, and those two are going down as well. It's Chango and Silsy all alone on the point, trying to do anything. As you're gonna see Harpluther just putting on a clinic with this Winston, and my goodness. That's the flip right back. 99 overtime is procced. You heard it here first, folks. There's 2 more. The touches will not be able to come through. And me, Aquarius, ME Aquarius, however it's going down, will win this first map.
So what I've noticed about this is GPS can both carry the map. And then Luther can just play clutch Winston.
Oh my goodness! You're gonna see the sim. There's the sim. Also, did get knocked off. So it did get knocked off from the jump. I see now.
Got it. Okay. Because I was like,
Pit Pat robbing Harpluther of that 5K is crazy.
Yeah, I think you should sit him this next map as punishment.
Gotta bench Pit.
I think she should be benched.
I don't make.
Just come from the team actually at this point. You know what? Staff member gets some credit at least. But no, I mean, you see with Aquarius that their DPS can play the main game, play the entire game through, and keep control. And then Harpluther can just play how he wants, or how they want, whenever they want to. And at the very end, just take all the credit and glory of a last touch, like 4 or 5K.
Yeah, and it's been just not like never-ending cycle, because if you were looking at how the team was actually playing, they were really focused on putting the opponent in certain kill boxes. So you saw, especially on that first point, God, this is where I wish a replay system came into effect, because this would be on ready to go. So when Reaper popped, it was Bear popped the ultimate in that room, and got 2. What you didn't see was Pit Pat and Kiriko were on the other side of that hallway, spraying in damage and helping each other with that situation. So not only were they getting hit from one side, they planned that kill box so that it worked out well. It was very, very elite, very calculated. It was just like, you could not have seen a better executed play from the team. That was just one. Like, they were doing that constantly, because you saw Pit Pat had 3 ults in the midst of the 90% they had. Like, it was insane. It's just like, that's the type of thing that they were going off of there.
And speaking of kill box, I mean, you saw in Ruins, I mean, the first fight, you saw Bear take the flank as Reaper and just had Bastion. They all looked at the Reaper. They forced him away. They all looked away, and then he came out and just got 1, got 2, and then you just see on the right side, you just see everyone hop over,
jump in,
you just see jump in, and they
Cleans
fall
up the
back,
top.
and he's right there, and he's just spare has not been turned on. Edgy Mom and Chango are they swapping
Looks like we're
roles,
gonna
or are they
see
just
Edgy.
okay? Edgy tank.
Edgy's going to tank, and Chango's going to DPS. So they are swapping roles. So we're gonna see we're gonna see some a change here.
Yes,
I think that was
we're going to out of all the
Atlas. I'm intrigued.
Okay.
They got to have a game plan. Look, they swapped roles. They picked a map pretty quickly. They knew what they were doing.
I have to. Atlas picked Atlas. Very funny. Yeah, Atlas picked Atlas.
I mean, come on.
Home field advantage. Home field advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
Come to our side now.
Home court.
And then speaking earlier for the match, so you're talking about how you rode to play an Overwatch. Mine is very different. My friend was like, "Hey, Overwatch 2's coming out. Want to play?" I said, "Yeah." And then I got bullied to get good. And
that's hilarious.
and he's like, "Hey, I hit GM. You got to join me up here." I was like, "Bro, I'm plat." He's like, "Well, figure it out. You're gonna get up here one way." And so I got forced to get good. And
yeah, I was a main tank for a long time. I played very rush oriented tank. I'd never played Winston in like ranked. I was a Rhine like Orisa player for the longest time, and then I just locked into Winston when I got on a team. They helped me out a ton, and I think my Winston's okay now. It was terrible back then for sure, but it's pretty solid now.
That's good.
We had the Hog Zarya meta during Overwatch 1. So yeah. I was the main tank of the team, so I was never playing anymore. So I was like, well, why am I here? So I learned how to play Zarya, and I got pretty good at Zarya, and then I converted to off tank, and then Overwatch 2 came out, so I didn't have to worry about it either.
When Overwatch 2 came out, I got my PC like maybe like 4 or 5 months ago. I still play on controller. I'm not good at MK. I still play controller, and so every time I do like these draft leagues or my collegiate team, whatever, they're always like, "Oh, you play MK, right?" No. I don't play MK. And it always shocks them. They're like, you play Lucio, the movement character, on controller? I said, yep. And they go, and your Masters? Yes, I said, yep. I don't know, man. And then like I'll have games, and they're like, oh, you actually diffed the other Lucio. I'm like, yep. And I don't play MK.
I am noticing a couple of donos coming in. I don't know if you guys saw a couple of $70 donos came through. Another one just came through. I think it was another $10 from Darth.
Thank you.
Listen, guys, $2,500, man. The goal was met. We've already exceeded what has happened last year, and it's day one, man. It's day one.
It is day one.
I really, really appreciate. Listen, all of us from here at BPL, we appreciate everyone that's come through and donated. Like I said, it's not overlooked. It's not overlooked at all. And I know the people that it's going to support will need it more than anybody. So thank you so much for everything that you all do and everything that you can support with. And again, do not put yourself in a situation that you yourself will be in a bad situation because of this. Only donate if you can. But 2,500 is no laughing matter. Thank you so much. Very, very awesome job from you all there.
Thank you, IPI. Thank you for the comments.
The pigeon cam. I love it.
I like that. Hates.
So
this one doing to spite her.
Hey, $20 to spite her. I rock with it. Yeah, no, seriously, guys, we really appreciate it. That was awesome. Awesome job from everyone over there. Hazard's gonna get banned. Hey, I'm not gonna point any fingers, but chances Atlas bans Freya are high. Yeah. All right.
Okay. So context for viewers at home. We have a thing where Atlas Edgy Mom was like, "Hey, we're gonna ban Freya," and Phoenix goes, and the team, "No, we get to pick the ban orders. You guys pick map." And he goes, "Oh yeah, we don't. Thank you. Yeah, we don't want to ban that person. We don't want to ban Freya." Thank you. I'm so glad to add context. Yes, they like, we didn't want to ban it.
You could have told me that. I didn't even need this conversation. I know why they're banning Freya. I just watched what just happened. Everyone at home watched what just happened. I would have banned Freya too. Like
what's funnier is Aquarius could have easily just banned a DPS. Could have banned anybody. Could have banned Sombra.
Yeah.
Could have just banned anybody just to save. And they said, you know what? We're gonna let it go through. So good sportsmanship by Aquarius. I don't know. That means they get Tracer though. So we'll see.
I'm just saying, like, dude, but like. If that's the Freya, I've never watched Pit-Pat play Freya for obvious reasons. Freya is a very new character. I haven't been like keeping up with Pit-Pat like that. But man,
that's so funny. I'm so glad we got the context on screen. I was like, oh yeah, the ban has a like. They said they were gonna ban Freya. They didn't just like protect the ban. No, they're just gonna let it happen.
Nope, we're gonna let it happen. I will say, I think they need a very hefty round of applause for not only the camera angles, but the immaculate job at hosting this tournament and everything that goes into it. Really big shout out to the production crew. They've done an awesome job. And I always have a lot of fun with the BPL crew. No matter where I cast, I love being here every single time. So really big round of applause to this production crew. They do an awesome job from top to bottom. So really good job, everybody. And I seriously, just the context already on screen. I know it's not overly hard, but it's the little things that do matter. And you're gonna see some Pit Pat Tracer, baby.
Dude, I was trying to look at my flight. All right, you guys took away my freaking gate number. I don't know if I'm gonna get home now. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. I need to know how to get home.
Oh my gosh! Oh my God. They're dead! They're dead! I told you! I was not lying! I was not wrong!
Dude, what is it? What is the skin Pipette? Bro, no ways where the coppers.
Undercover. You gotta go undercover.
Dude. Chango gets the pick back. Oh, there's escaping Pipette though. Pipette's just gonna. Pipette's
chasing all the way. Chango's gone already. First point is going to be captured, but there is going to be a percentage tick up for this flashpoint round. We're going to see, there's some fun comps here. I'm liking what I see. Bear's really low. Bear's actually going to go down here. Edgy's going to find someone. Wu Yang's in this corner over here, getting sprayed down by Azari, and that's going to actually get to Edgy. Moves over to take and immediately makes a big difference, as you're going to see Pip-Pat take down Australia.
45 of them.
But it might not be enough. The damage has already been done. Edgy finds 3 in this fight alone, and where was this map won, man?
I'm not gonna lie to you. This that team fight was hard to watch. Everyone was split. Everybody was split. Everyone was playing the ones against a character that was either more health than them or less health. It wasn't like even matchups. Everyone went for a different role to 1v1.
It was the ego fights. You know what I'm saying? The egos came over. Chango over onto the Reaper.
So much
gets a little low. Has to pop the fade. Pip-Pat's actually finding 2 already. The pulse bomb went off. Didn't find any. But it doesn't matter at that point because the Kiriko ult just made it so that you just find everybody. Oh Pip-Pat has 3 in this fight alone, and my goodness gracious.
Oh my God. What's Bear doing? Oh, he got swatted.
Oh, Bear's getting sprayed down. Bear's getting kind of low, but that Zarya is not very charged at the moment, right? So that's helpful.
That Zarya is by herself. Oh, never mind, I lied.
Oh, there's some people. Oh my gosh, the slam dunk! Sam's gone! Grab is gonna go on point on the Kiriko. You're gonna find 1, but Bear's gonna find the revenge kill. Winston Harp is trying to find anybody in this fight. We'll find another one. Bear's gonna find 3! Chango's gone 2 with ult, 1 in the shots before, and that's gonna be flashpoint 1 going to me Aquarius.
Pip-Pat's already 50% to the next full spawn, by the way. And
Samuel is actually on Genji now. Was on the Tracer. I think swapped to Sojourn as well.
I don't want that. I don't want that mirror differential either. I don't blame you.
Listen, you couldn't pay me to play that man on Tracer. I'm just saying.
I don't want to be in the same map as against him right now. I'm watching this. He's gonna be on my team if I ever play with him.
We're gonna see Australia get into quick danger. And we'll go down very quickly. Pip-Pat and Harp Luther combo for that one. And now you're just looking to find everybody else. Genji's getting low. Bear's gonna find Silsey. Chango's actually gonna find Bear. Sam is taken down in the process. Chango trying to find anyone. Will fade into the point to try to make something happen. But Phoenix snipes with the water bending powers, and that will be the end of that fight.
I want to see who Pip-Pat gets this pulse from if he gets some of this pistol this time. Sam's already
over
playing hide
on
and seek.
Cassidy now.
Oh my God, this Cass is just gonna get hit. I can already feel it. He's gonna wait for that roll to be used. He's just gonna go after him. That's what I'm waiting for. Yeah,
I'm seeing the vision.
If Phoenix gives him Wu Yang here, yeah, if Phoenix gives him Wu Yang here.
All right, we're gonna instigate here.
Okay.
We're seeing a lot of backing away. Kiriko gets really low. Kiriko's actually gonna die. Chango's gonna go down. Pip-Pat's gonna get the Wu Yang ult. He's gonna get 1 person with it. It's gonna find a kill. We're trading out. Chango actually finds a second person in this fight. Silsies finds Harp Luther. Pip-Pat is looking to try to make some plays here. Wu Yang is still on the point, but it's not gonna be anything. Pulse bomb's gonna go off. It's gonna find the just bottom of a bubble. And Atlas, I mean, dude, listen. I think Edgy is doing a great job on Zarya.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, keeping charge up, keeping everyone at bay. And I mean, UC just has freedom to walk. I mean, they had him in a room.
Yeah,
There's
she's been
three
great.
in the room, and just kind of walked them out, and then they all kind of just spread out and took their fights. He comes
We're
out.
gonna see Beat come
really
out.
early.
Harp is trying to force the agenda on point here. We'll get Chango out of position.
Oh, they're in
Fate
the
is
spawn,
used
that's
early,
why.
but Phoenix is getting cooked down right now. Could have
my
finished the kill,
God.
but did not do so. It's gonna have
That is
grab on
crazy.
the. That's a
It is
crazy
crazy.
grab, but I respect it. Shan's gonna get take down Sam. Edgy's gonna find another one. Pitpat's gonna go down. Then the Atlas is finding kill after kill, and even though grab was used for one, it was well worth it. As Silsy's gonna get taken down by the the Harp is trying to get out. We'll take down one on the way out. That's funny.
That's just I like how they used Beep. They went to their spawn, and Edge
respect
is
it.
like, you know what? I'm gonna take you. Just the solo Reaver by himself. Oh, great flashbang there. Right into the bubble.
Sam,
Hey.
right in the bubble. That's tough. And we're gonna see Edgy not do any. I thought that kill was gonna go through. Saw a lot of support come through. Chango and Australia and Silsy are all down. It's just you, Edgy. It's you in a dream, and you're gonna get taken down. And we're gonna see Flashpoint 2 head to the side of Aquarius, and they are heading to match point now.
I mean, going to this, I mean, you see Bear has ult. Pivot's about to have ult again. Phoenix gonna have ult again. On the other side, you only have one. And in reality, against a team like this, it's gonna be very hard to get a pick. The only person gonna get a pick on is probably going to be the Wu Yang, and it may be the Winston. Maybe. But Tracer's gonna be able to blink out, recall, Bear can TP, and Wraith, Kiriko can
And look,
TP, and Clint.
you see the kill boxes again.
Oh.
They're setting this exact thing up. Bear finds Australia. Everyone is super low, and they're just gonna kill everyone else. And the follow-up, you saw the staging. They had two on one side, the others pressing the agenda, forcing them to a specific area so that they could pop that ultimate and make that happen.
That's insane. Because they're gonna do it again. They're gonna do it again. Look where Piphead is right now on the screen. Look,
Yeah.
Piphead is so far behind, and it's just gonna thank you for the little.
We're seeing a pulse bomb. Wait,
like they can't
wait for
hear
it.
her?
The pulse bomb. Pulse bomb comes through. It's faded, but it's not enough. The Phoenix is gonna take out, and they're gonna see a high new come out. Sam's gonna find the Reaper, but Sam is not gonna live to see the next fight. Is over. Shan's gonna get that kill, and now you're just seeing Harp try to run it down, trying to find anybody left. Phoenix is popping the wave. Pitpats is spraying that team from above, and they're chasing down Pitpat, but Pitpat will get out of this very much alive.
Yeah, and they're just gonna fall back here. We have Rush go to the 6-5. On the other side, you have Reaper ult, you have Rushing Urn too. So yeah,
Ooh,
They
we're gonna
just
see
rushing up
Kiri
in.
ult pop. Rush is gone from
Rush
both
is going.
teams now.
Wait.
We're trying to see if we can find picks on both sides. They're trying to chase down the
Ooh.
Wu Yang, but will not be able to get so. 84% on point. They are going to flip the point, which is
Let's see
great
if
for
Chaga's
time
big.
purposes. But you got to make sure you win. Both Kiri ults were used. Now you see Chango go in with the fade. Is gonna pop ult. There's no one there really to take advantage of it. Sam and Chango both go down. No DPS.
out.
The Lucio pops beat to try to keep the team alive. But now Silsy is one. Silsy is done.
she's
Australia
done.
and Edgy are the only ones left on point. The only positive for this situation is that you have point control, so you are going to potentially have another chance to get in and fight. But it's going to be
gonna be
very
close.
risky. You're going to need Chango to touch the point here.
Yeah, and you have no ults in your end. You only have one character that can touch. Maybe. Oh, Sam's the first one to touch. No, they're
Oh,
not.
they're not even going to get there.
No,
No.
Sam was the first one dead. It did not change. That is unfortunate.
That'll do it. Yeah, I mean, hey, heck of a game. I saw some fun things there. You just saw great execution from me, Aquarius. I mean, you just couldn't have seen anything else from there, and it was just fun to watch. I love that play of the game, how it was dark the entire time, by the way, and then it goes back. Yeah, this was crazy, and then you pop one, and then you just get booped in. And you're like, you know what?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
I'll
get
pop my
booped in.
ultimate. Fine.
So I think Piphat is MVP there just for ults usage. I just think the DPS line in general is MVP. That's my take. I think both DPS, Piphat and Bear, are DPS.
It was insane. Like it was just crazy execution. Because if you look at it, the team did exactly what they were supposed to do, right? From the support line down to the tank getting space where they needed to, and on top of all of that, they got the couldn't have picked at anybody else. I was gonna riot if it wasn't Pit Pat, if I'm being honest with you.
so
but down to the DPS instigating, right?
else.
They were planning every fight accordingly. That's good comms. That's just great teamwork and just pure effort all around. I loved every second of watching it. It was like a clinic. I was watching an Overwatch clinic in this game, and it was just a blast to watch. But I don't want to take away from Atlas at all. I know we definitely Pit Pat MVP, but Freya and Tracer. I told y'all about the Tracer. I was not familiar with the Freya game, but I could have assumed it was gonna be monstrous. I just want to give props because Edgy on Zarya went kind of nuclear. I play Zarya more often. Okay.
Yes.
I need you on Zar 24/7.
All the time.
That was
all the time. Yep.
That was fun to watch. As a tank player, that was really fun to watch. And it was just, I wish I could have saw more, definitely for sure, because I think there was glimpses of great things coming out of the side of Atlas. It's just every time they had something that they wanted to use, Aquarius was ready. They had an answer, so it was really tough to go from there.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm saying I just know Atlas. They can always bring back. I mean, if there's another game that they get to play, they have the ability to do so. Like you said, Aquarius had all the answers. Every time there was something happening, they had an answer. They had kill boxes. They had ults. They had the ability to get away, ability to engage. It was just they were two steps ahead.
Yeah. And then even when they lost fights, they would come right back in and be ready. They planned it. Even they were giving up point to be able to retake because they knew they couldn't win the fight while keeping the point. So that's very smart, very good comms. I mean, it's just a great team all around. So very fun time. Very great game. I had a blast casting these two games. If I'm not mistaken, we still got a game going on over on Flashpoint as well for the Bad Patch Amari League. That one's really, really close on the main channel right now. So if you guys want some more Overwatch for today, please go check that out immediately. That game is crazy over there as NXRI and Fried Puppies are playing. NXRI is down a map, but they look like they're about to potentially take Flashpoint. They're 1 point away from winning that one. So go check that out. Go check that out right now. But tomorrow we do have a start time of 8 p.m. CEST or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Eastern game. The European games, EMEA, and also 2 a.m. CEST or 8 p.m. Eastern Time for your NA games, just like the ones tonight. You'll see those tomorrow. That will be day 2 of Swiss. And then don't miss out on Sunday for our bracket games.
Playoffs, those things will
playoff
be
times.
Yes, that'll be hella fun.
And
again,
course,
thank you. Thank you for everyone who's been donating. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you don't have the finances to do it, please don't do it. If you have the finances, we encourage you to donate. Even if it's $5, $10, it still goes to a good cause. You do not need to empty out your bank account for this.
Please don't. Yeah, don't put yourself in a bad spot because of we're asking for donations. That's not it. We all want it to go to a good cause. As you can see, the great things that go on here from the UNRWA in response to the Gaza Strip. So please, you can see everything on the screen. They're there to help, right? And we want to make sure that we're providing that. Again, you guys have popped off significantly. It exceeded the donation goal from last year. I've been broken multiple donation goals already. So we are. I mean, if we can break 3K, I mean that'd be crazy. And it's only day 1. We got 2 more days to go. 2 more. I mean, dude, we're less than $500 away from getting that second another 3K goal. So I'm meeting another goal. And my gosh, I'm seeing a Reaper ult pop off as NXREA is trying to send this to a map 3. So don't miss out on more Overwatch. Thank you guys for having us. I will not be on for the rest of this as I work the weekends. But it was a blast being here. It was a blast being here. So hope to see all the wonderful casters that go through. And one last time, I cannot say this enough. Round of applause to the production crew and everybody that was in here. They did an amazing job today. I know their names were on screen. If between Knock, who was prodding, and all the wonderful people that were in here, they're gone, so I can't even tell you who was here anymore. But the wonderful people that were here,
that's all I remember. Was yes.
Yeah, there you go. Look at all the staff that makes this happen. A lot of wonderful people that make everything happen. Seriously, we cannot do what we do without these awesome people. And I had a great time casting with you today, Relevant. I hope
this is great. Yeah, I loved it. I mean that first game was electric. I think that was the best game of the entire series today. No bias at all, but I think it was the best thing.
I had a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no.
Right?
It was a good time. It was a good time. And we can't beat Overwatch, but all right, we got to stop yapping. They're on 0.5 of Flashpoint in a potential NXRE trying to tie the series up at 1 map apiece. Head over to Bad Batch Amari League. We're getting out of here, guys. We'll catch you guys next time right here on BPL_2 tomorrow for those round 2 of Swiss. We'll see you all. Thank you all again for having us. We are out of here. Peace.
See you.